Всем привет, друзья! Мы начинаем играть во второго Алана Уэйка. Игра вышла вот-вот. Я проснулся в 7:30, вышла она в 7 утра. Сразу зашел поиграть. Сложность... Я в себе не очень уверен на самом деле, поэтому, наверное, просто поставлю обычную. Я еще не знаю, насколько мне игра понравится.
Back to the beginning. We all come to a story with hopes and expectations, looking for an answer. Sometimes it would be better to live with that hope without ever knowing the full story.
Играю я на PS5, как вы могли уже заметить.
In a horror story, there are only victims and monsters. And the trick is not to end up as either. But trapped by the genre, we are all ripped to pieces along the way. This is not the story I hoped it would be. This is not the ending I wanted. This story will eat us alive. This story is a monster. And monsters wear many faces.
Жуткое вступление. Так, я надеюсь, игра не очень громкая. Почему я играю за какого-то голого мужика? Нормальное начало. Нормальное. Про графику я читал на PS5. Выглядит пока что на самом деле шикарно. Первую часть я проходил. Прохождение есть на моем канале. Ну, проходил я как? Я вроде как внимательно проходил, но я почему-то мало что помню. Твою мать. Я не то чтобы испугался, но... Блять. Вот сейчас испугался. Ну-ка. Быстрый бег. Да. Как спортсмен побежал. Мы долго будем просто топать? Вау.
Hey, kiddo. How are you?
I'm good, Mom. How are you?
This trip might take a little longer than I thought. I'm sorry I've been gone so much lately, Logan.
Oh my God, Mom, it's not your fault people get all murdery. What happened?
Just work stuff.
Right. Well, Dad and I are just watching the latest episode of Night Springs here. Mom, it's so good.
No spoilers! I'll let you get back to the show. You were supposed to wait and watch with me. I love you both.
This is what happens when you go on work trips, Mom. Love you too. And say hi to Casey. Tell him to stop brooding so much.
Logan? I will. Bye, kiddo. Logan thinks you should try cheering up.
Snarky kid. Wonder where she gets that from.
It can't be a coincidence that another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Feels like the killer's leaving us a message.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. It's right up your alley. You should take lead. Think of me as the backup.
Okay. Any words of advice?
Nothing that would cheer anyone up. Here we are. Cauldron Lake.
Time to get to work.
Ну, вот эта вот новая главная героиня, она... Ну, мне
The
нравится.
deputy was supposed to be here to show us
Не
to
могу
the
сказать
crime
ничего
scene.
плохого.
There's the car, so where's the deputy?
Eaten by a bear? I'll check out that map.
Когда стоишь на месте, вроде все красиво очень кажется. Это к чему? К тому, что в режиме качества
Worth memorizing before we get swallowed up by the trees.
родное разрешение
I should take a look at that map.
еле дотягивает до 1300p. Что грустно, конечно. Но с помощью FSR 2 технологии оно масштабируется до 4К. На карте поблизости показаны...
I think I hear someone. Could be our deputy.
I can go take a look.
Hey, over here.
О, я все думал, как карту открыть. То есть тут будет что-то по типу небольшого открытого мира. Это прикольно.
Hey there. Agent Casey, right? Sheriff Breaker said you'd be coming by to take over the case.
You're half right. Anderson?
Saga Андерсон. I'll be leading this case. Seems you already know my partner, Alex Кейси.
Shoot. Sorry about that, ma'am. I'm Deputy Mulligan. I just figured that, you know, that, Federal agents right here, Thornton. My partner, Thornton, down at the crime scene. He's not what you call the sharpest axe in the shed.
Right here? What do you mean? Are they with you? Oh, shit! They didn't hear me, did they?
Расскажите, что произошло.
What can you tell us about the crime scene?
Tell him about the heart.
I was getting to that, Thornton. Well, we reckon there are some organs that are currently outside the victim's person when they should be, well, you know, inside.
Свидетели были?
Were there any witnesses?
Yeah, a couple out-of-towners. I wonder what they were doing sneaking around the woods at night.
Mention the city folk. It's pretty suspicious.
Not that we have anything against city folk, right, Thornton? But don't worry. Sheriff Breaker took them back to town a while ago.
Давайте осмотрим тело.
I want to see the body. How do we get there?
Oh, sure, that's real simple. Just through the hole in the fence, down the hill towards the lake, around the old convenience store. You can't miss it. Everything's been closed since the area was fenced off. The store, the campground, all of it.
Mulligan, tell him I'm here waiting. I'll show him around.
They got it, Thornton.
Before we get to the crime scene, there's time to review the facts of the case so far. Make sure I'm seeing the clues clearly. I need to think through the facts of the case.
Вы можете использовать доску зацепок в обители разума.
The mind place. My version of the mind palace technique. To sift through clues and work the case. Building the mind place again for each case. Using each field office as a model in my head. The facts are on the board. Everything we know about the previous murders. Worth taking another look.
Доска зацепок — это ментальная методика, которая помогает Саге изучать улики и делать выводы по ходу расследования. Вы можете рассматривать доску зацепок дальше или нажать кружок, чтобы выйти. Все жертвы пропали без вести в 2010 году. Больше ничего общего. Стоматолог, колотые раны, вздутие, синяки на запястьях. Тело раздуто, обширные раны грудной клетки. Сердце удалено, странные татуировки. А у первого сердце на месте? Все тела раздуты. Но сердце не у всех вытащили. Детали убийств различаются. Единственное, что объединяет трупы, это вздутие. Но причины смерти разные. В данном случае травма грудной клетки. Ну, пока у нас ничего нету. Прикольно у нее чертоги разума.
I see you're already hard at work, Anderson. Close to cracking it?
We're just getting started. Let's head down the hill to the crime scene. Hey, Casey. You putting me in charge. Why now?
Look, Anderson, you're a better detective than I am. You've cracked cases that had the rest of us baffled. I don't want to slow you down.
Are you thinking of retiring? You know what happens to cops who say this is their last case.
Mm-hmm. Real funny, Anderson.
Такое неторопливое начало.
Stairs are out. You okay to jump down?
I'm not that old.
А посчитать нельзя? Ну, конечно, не сказано ничего такого. Mirror Peak, могучая гора вдали, не что иное, как Mirror Peak. Культовая достопримечательность с видом на озеро Колдрон. Под правильным углом вершина будет отражаться на тихой глади озера во всей своей перевернутой красе.
Fucking nature. Gives me a headache. There's too much sky.
Туда еще можно пройти. Ну, может, потом похожу.
Not a bad place to get murdered.
If getting back to nature is your thing.
Damn. Should have brought an umbrella.
I like the rain. The only thing around here that feels like home.
You think the local law had the sense to put up a tarp?
If they did, next coffee's on me.
How much clearer can I make it, Mulligan? Hey!
Deputy Thornton, I take it.
That's me, at your service, ready to get this case solved. Now the body's behind the store. Come on, I'll show you. So, FBI, huh? That's so cool. Hunting down psycho serial killers and shootouts with the mob.
You forgot the UFO cover-ups.
What? Those are real? You guys hiring?
Thornton, he's joking.
Let's just see this body, shall we?
Now this is the scene of the crime. We found him on the table. Now, he didn't touch nothing, you know, procedures and stuff.
Thanks, Deputy.
No tarp. You owe me a coffee.
Okay, let's start by examining our guest of honor. Does this fit the MO of the previous murders? Body is positioned on the table. Ritualistic.
Вы открыли первое изображение. Поместить его на доску зацепок в обители разума. Верхняя стрелочка открывает список собранных сагой улик. Чтобы выбрать изображение и добавить его на доску зацепок, используйте крестик.
Another body turns up just as we arrive in town. Coincidence?
После добавления изображения на доске зацепок появится новая линия расследования. После добавления нового изображения появится новый вопрос. Задачи на доске зацепок можно посмотреть в целях. Рассматривайте доску зацепок дальше или нажмите кружок, чтобы завершить задачу.
Bruising on the wrist from the cargo straps holding him down. The killer left the heart right next to the body. Inside stab wound, chest cut open, heart removed. That's not right.
В смысле?
Heart removed from chest, strapped by the wrists. Definitely matches the previous murders. But this time the heart and the straps were left behind. More clues to work with. This makes 4 murders that we know about.
Улики помогли найти ответ на открытый вопрос и разблокировали умозаключение. По мере расследования в целях будут появляться новые вопросы. Чтобы увидеть изменения в целях, нажмите треугольник.
Who is our victim? Who killed him? Need to find more clues. Large amount of blood on the table. The victim died here. Multiple people were here. Multiple killers? Someone left in a hurry. Knocked the tripod over. Was it for a camera? Someone was drinking beer. They spent time here, waiting.
На будущее.
Think. Boot prints indicating multiple killers. Quite the party.
Несколько нападавших оставили после себя хаос. Убийство спланировано или произошло случайно. Все смотрели? Вы опознали жертву?
Any idea who the victim is?
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale. He was FBI. He came to town about 13 years ago. I haven't heard a word about him since. Well, until now.
Nightingale. Robert Nightingale?
Oh, yes. You probably knew him. Brothers in arms. Oh, and sisters.
Но мы теперь знаем, кто это. «13 лет никто ничего не слышал о нем? Почему он вернулся? Где был?»
Oh, I sure do. His name is Nightingale.
Я понял.
So you knew our victim.
Well, I didn't recognize him in his current state. But yeah, I ran into him a few times at Quantico. Never worked any cases together. After his partner got killed in the field, he went off the deep end. Got the boot pretty quick after that.
Что случилось после
So
увольнения?
what happened to Nightingale after the Bureau let him go?
I only know the rumors. Depression led to booze, booze led to paranoia. He got some wild ideas in his head, chased ghosts until he fell off the map. Guess he ended up here,
I bet there's more to that story.
but no happy ending.
Значит, он пропал в 2010 году.
Nightingale went missing 13 years ago. 2010.
The same as all the other victims.
Certainly fits the pattern. Makes me wonder what was going on that year.
Probably something this town wants to forget.
I think that's everything. For now, at least.
Mm-hmm. Anything clicking yet?
Not sure. Need to think about it. Robert Nightingale, ex-FBI, came to Brайт Фоллс 13 years ago.
Психическое состояние на момент исчезновения неизвестно.
Yeah. They planned for the murder to happen here, passing the time with equipment ready. They were waiting for him. But why Nightingale? He's been missing for 13 years. Why here? Why now?
Откуда пришла жертва?
Profiling. Get into the subject's head. See what they saw. Feel what they felt. Use whatever I know about them to guide my intuition to a revelation. Piece it together.
Используйте досье в обители разума Саги, чтобы проследить ход мыслей подозреваемых и жертв. Сага может интуитивно обнаруживать новые улики, составляя досье на интересующих ее людей.
Nightingale was chosen as the victim. Why?
Flick the switch, it goes click. Lights are off. But somebody's home. Somebody's home.
This wasn't some random act of violence. This was a ritual. And Nightingale a component. They didn't see him as a person. More like a container for something.
Пропавший.
Agent Nightingale has been MIA for 13 years. How did he end up here?
Up from the lake that's not a lake. It's dark. He was there too. You are not allowed in the lake until he says otherwise.
Robert Nightingale came from the lake before his murder. This mug always cheers me up.
Не худшая мать. Нормальная чашечка.
Mom may be gone, but whenever I read this, I feel like she's still here. Miss you, kiddo. I'll be home soon. If only the rest of the Bureau knew what a softie Casey is. My first ever prank on Casey. A true classic.
А в чем суть розыгрыша? Я не знаю. И? Просто алкоголь? Все?
The lake is connected to Nightingale somehow. Casey, let's take a look down by the lake. Lead the way.
Sounds good. This way, right?
Right.
Well, okay. Well, I'll just, I'll just wait here.
А, тут закрыто. Точнее, тут даже входа нету. Что-то... Блин, прерываться прям совсем не хочется на самом деле. Мне очень нравится тема вообще детектива, расследования, убийства, там, все в этом роде. Очень круто. Но в скором времени уже продолжим. Ой, я вот закончил с пауком, поэтому получится погрузиться в Алана Уэйка. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Ставьте лайки, подписывайтесь. А главное, комментируйте, чтобы я мог с вами общаться. До скорых встреч!